Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are doing a Toronto Raptors off-season rebuild in NBA 2K25. So yeah, the ending of last video, so something happened to the recording, but we ended up losing it. We weren't that good with the 6 seed, barely scratched it, and we ended up losing it in the Portland Trail Blazers video. I don't know what's really going on, but yeah, like I said, Toronto Raptors off-season rebuild. So the Toronto Raptors finished off as the number 11 seed, going 30-52. And then next will be the Phoenix Suns. We do next. We had 30-52 on the season. Obviously, they did make a trade at the trade deadline though, which they got Brandon Ingram. He didn't really. I don't think he played a game for the Raptors though, which is the crazy part about it. So they traded somebody. He didn't play the whole entire time when he was in Toronto, so that sucks. They didn't really get a chance to see him, but you know, they didn't really give up much. They think they gave up Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk and I think a future first-round pick. And that's really it. That's all they gave up. And then, yeah, so Brandon going to be a Toronto Raptor after that. And then Scotty Barnes, let me be honest with you guys, I don't know if this guy is the featured superstar of this team. He's been up and down, and he hadn't really shown much for him to be like the super. Last year, I thought it was going to be really good this year, but then he kind of just, I don't know, kind of like he got a little worse. I don't know what's really going on, but Scotty Barnes has not been great. So we'll see what happens. He still is on a big contract extension. So I think it's obviously gonna have to do something. So we're gonna try see if we get to turn or something here for us. Obviously, he's played point guard. He's played a bunch of positions. He's been okay. Quickly, obviously, gave him that big contract, which obviously doesn't look like the best contract in the world. $32 million for Emmanuel Quickly. It seems kind of crazy, but we'll see. RJ Barrett's obviously they still got him from that Ogie Anunoby trade last year. He's been really good, so I can't laugh. He's still 24 years old. Got him Pearl Chris Boucher. So there's a lot of it's an interesting something with this team. They have a lot of good forwards that I don't know. We'll see. I might even experiment playing Scotty Barnes at point guard. So look for that in the future of this video. But we have the Knicks going on with the championship. Chris Paul will retire. But let's head straight into the draft wise. So we're obviously going to be projected a lottery pick because we didn't make the playoffs. We're projected pick 7. We have a 7.5 chance of jumping up. So we'll see what happens there. Hoping we can jump up as we finish with the 9th overall pick. So I actually go down. Darko will keep as a head coach, but I wouldn't mind switching him in the future with somebody better. So we have the 9th overall pick. It's nothing crazy at all. Also, we have our first round pick next year. But like I said, what pick do we trade for Brandon Ingram? Or do we trade any pick? I forgot to trade, but it couldn't have been seconds. But all right, like I said, who do we draft for the 9th overall pick? I guess whoever's there. Right? So what's happening in the draft right now? So number 1 is gonna be Cooper Flag to the Hornets. Number 2 is gonna be Ace Bailey to the Wizards. Number 3 is gonna be Dylan Harper to the Bulls. Number 4 is gonna be Igor to the Spurs. The Jazz will take Maluch, or I don't know how to say that name really, but we got VJ Edgecombe to the Pelicans. We got Jeremiah Fears to the Thunder. And we got Caspers to the Nets. So we got Trey Johnson on the board, Liam McNeely. We got Noah Sangui, Carter Bryant. Derek Queen might be the pick here. He'll be kind of our future starting centers. I'm kind of leaning between Liam McNeely here, which he would be a really good pick. I know he's always good in 2K, so 24 points. Might be the guy. We take Derek Queen. Derek Queen can, I guess, start with us. I never took Liam McNeil before. The only reason why I don't want to take Liam McNeil because wherever he play, we already have so many forwards. So, yeah, I think at this point it makes sense to take Derek Queen. Derek Queen, welcome to Toronto. So, yeah, we'll do that, and then Derek Queen comes to us and they got overall. Grady Dick and Oshai Abaji will accept those, hoping Grady Dick could become something for Atlanta. Robinson ended off the season really good with the Raptors, so I wouldn't mind re-signing him for him to be the backup. Actually, we have Derek Queen, but you know what I mean, right? Chris Boucher won't be bringing back at this point. I feel like he should have been traded a long time. He was the only guy left from that championship team when Kawhi Leonard was there, obviously. That's really interesting. Leonard Robinson is asked for that much money. And then we got Jared Roden. Then we got A.J. Lawson, which A.J. Lawson is pretty solid, so he'll be a qualifying offer guy to come back. But, all right, we got quickly Jamal Shed, Grady Dick, and Jacoby Walter was in a lottery. Or it wasn't a lottery. He was picked 19. He was okay. Then Ingram, RJ. We have to figure out how we're going to start all of these guys in the starting 5 together. Barnes. So we could, I said it wouldn't make sense right now to play Barnes at point guard. It's been experimented before. I don't really know how it went, so we could do it. I don't know. We'll see. But right now we have a 4 rotation. We don't really need to change it. We have like a 4 rotation. So I guess we'll wait for these guys to come back in the qualifying offer. And after that, nothing else we could really do. Like for everything to lead, bring him back to Toronto, obviously not happening. But yeah, we don't even have to do anything crazy enough. We have to see how this team performs with Brandon Ingram, see if we make the playoffs or not. I actually don't know the direction of this team, so anything could really happen in the offseason. But we got Scotty Barnes going up, RJ Barrett going up, Jakob Pertl going up, Gray Dick going up, Kobe Walter going up, Mogbo, Obaji, Shed, AJ Lawson, and Jameson Battle. And then we got Orlando Robinson going down, which sucks. I would love for him to play minutes for us, but I guess Derek Queen will get that role instead. And Chomchi, obviously, it was our second round pick last year. Do we have too many players on our team? Do we have exactly? So we have to cut one guy. So I think we might have to cut Chomchi. So yeah, so Chomchi, I guess we can't cut him because he's injured. So I guess we'll cut Jared Roden. So we'll do that. And then I'll see you guys at the rotation. I want to see how this lineup is going to look like, what 2K would suggest me to do. Because I know it's not going to let me start all those guys. It's going to be really hard if we do, because I also want to start Grady Dick. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be hard to fit all these guys in, but I definitely think we could play Scotty Barnes at point guard. So, Mano quickly, Grady Dick, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes. So, yeah, RJ Barrett is a guy I'll have to come off the bench. I don't want to bench RJ Barrett. So, Joby Walter, Mobo, Shed, and Abachu will be the bench, and AJ Lawson. But, I think we can probably bench Grady. I don't want to bench Grady Dick. He was a full-time starter last year, so I don't really want to bench Quickly, but Quickly came off the bench. Quickly came off the bench for the Knicks, who's a 6 Man of the Year candidate for Brunson. So I actually think we might do it this year. I think that this is the year we do it. But who would start at power forward? Like, okay, if we play Scotty Barnes at point guard, it'll be Barnes, Dick, Ingram, and then we'd probably slide Ingram to the 4 and then put RJ Barrett in the starting 5. So something like this. Yeah, Scotty Barnes, Grady Dick, RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Jakob Pertl, Mano Quickly, Jacoby Walter, Jonathan Mogbo, Jamal Shed, and Oshay Abaji. Honestly, I think we'll experiment with this for 1 year, and if it's not going well, at least by the deadline or something, we can go ahead and start Mano Quickly at point guard, because how many assists Quickly average? So he passes the ball really nicely. Barnes does too, but we'll see how this works. Like I said, a bunch of forwards. Don't know if this will work, but I will now see you guys at the end of the season. We're starting the season pretty good, so we actually might make the playoffs this year, which would be a definitely improvement than we were last year. So let's see how the season goes. I'm actually going to stop this, actually, because I forgot about shot Tennessee. So right back where we left off, I want Scotty Barnes to score the ball. I want him to score the ball at a high level and be a superstar for this team. Ingram and then Barrett. So I said, I want these guys to be the main scorers, so we're going to push them up. Then everybody else, like Grady Dick, if he'd be a nice role player, that'd be cool as well. So yeah, we'll do that. Then now I'll see you officially see you guys at the end of the season. SGA is your MVP. Cooper Flag is your Rookie of the Year. But at the end of the season, we finished off as the number 4 seed. So yeah, so it looks like this ended up working at the end of the day. So W Raptors. So we had 18 from Scotty Barnes. So obviously not a lean score, but I guess everybody had their own way being good, and that ended up working. So that's good to see. So Darko led head coach team. We were in an 11-man rotation. We still made the playoffs. That's something that's interesting as well. But we'll push the bench utilization down this year, and we'll run a 9-man. I guess we could even go 8-man. Jamal Shed out, and those are our 8 best players. They still want to run this, but I'm gonna go back to our original thing. We were starting Barnes at point guard, and then quickly came off the bench, and then yeah, we ran something like that. I think so. So we're gonna leave it like that. And now we're gonna see if we can beat Detroit in round 1. So K is obviously always gonna be hard to play with Ivy, Asar, Harris. So this team is the next great upcoming team. But game 1, they're gonna take game 2. Yeah, so looks like it might not beat the Pistons here. Actually, they're at 3-1, and can we force game 7? Because if we do game 7, I'm confident that we can win this game in Toronto, Canada. So we'll see what happens. As right now we have the lead, we need to keep it, which we can't do as we lose. So yeah, that sucks. We lose that one. So the team isn't perfect. We're gonna need to upgrade the bench probably. The Spurs going to win it all. Player retirements, LeBron James officially calls it quit. But heading into the draft lottery, we are projected. So we have to fix most of these picks, but I'll fix them. So we're probably not. We're gonna be outside the lottery this year with pick. We'll have to see later. Probably pick 23. So I'll fix the picks. Obviously, Thunder. We'll fix those. But once we do that, we can go at the next step of trying to make this team even better of a contender. All right, so we fixed most of these picks here, like I said, but yeah, all right, we'll let straight into the draft. Pick 23, see who falls or whatever. Maybe we get a steal, who knows? So Isaiah Harwell is here. I never took him. We got Malachi Marino. They got Dash Daniels, the brother of Dash Daniels. He ends up being a really good in 2K from past rebuilds. So I'm actually gonna take him. So the brother of Dyson Daniels, we'll admit Toronto, and then I'll say Bryce James. So just like that, taking everybody's siblings and stuff. And we'll take this guy to a footer from Nigeria. Why not? All right. Okay. Dash Daniels is 72. Bryce James is 70 and 68. So I could have two-wayed him. But I guess, yeah, we'll extend everybody else. Jakob Pertl's a free agent. So I think we start being a little more aggressive. Do we have? No, we don't have Luka Doncic money. So I think we end up re-signing Pearl and Abaji, but we could end up trading for a better starting center. All these guys that we have, like I don't. Eventually, we're gonna have to get rid of one of these guys, man. So I don't know. I get what Scotty want to go up at point guard right now? He stays okay. So he would go down to a 86. He go up to a 90 at small forward. That's kind of why, like I don't know. We'll move him there, but we'll like boost him back up to an 88, so it'll be fair because he actually played point guard in real life, I think so. So yeah, we'll do that, and then Scotty Barnes will play point guard. Quickly, Jamal Shed becomes a lot more expendable now. We got Gritty Dick, Jacoby Walter, Daniels is extra depth for the future, and then Bryce James. Then Ingram, obviously, could he go down at power forward? He goes down a ton. Yeah, so I guess we'll just have him still play small forward, but not really, And Barrett, Battle, and then we have Mogbo, and then Derek Queen. So we'll have to re-sign Jakob Pertl. Obviously, let's get to that. So Jakob Pertl will be re-signed, which he's not really that good in 2K. That's kind of why, like, at the same time, we could just probably move off from him, but it's fine. Scotty Barnes is up to a 90 overall. RJ Barrett is up to an 86. Ray Dig is up to an 85. Jacoby Walters up to an 81. 80 from Mobo, 80 from Shed. 79 from Derek Queen, 79 from Abaji, 78 AJ Lawson, and then Chomchi. Obviously just drafted Dash Daniels and Bryce James. We have 20 players on our team. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we? All right. So we have to cut this guy, I guess. The guy we just drafted. Is he under contract for another year? He is. That 2K is accountable for, which sucks. I guess we can cut Orlando Robinson, so I don't think he'll get playing top. Orlando Robinson will be cut. Chomchi, I think we might have to cut him as well. And then I don't want to cut, so I guess it would have to be this guy. Or Jameson Battle. I don't really see him getting minutes for us, and he's really not under contract, so 2K won't hold us accountable. That $2 million might be something that we need to keep for trade in the future. So we're going to actually do that, cut those three guys. We should have enough players, and then we'll see how the roster's looking like, man. I actually wouldn't know. So by the way, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I had to stop recording this video because the Lakers and Timberwolves are about to start. I just finished this, and man, it took me actually 30 minutes to start recording. I was heartbroken after the loss. Now we're down 2-1. Damn, we'll have to see what we got to do. I think we'll be able to come back. Hear me out, bro. This is a must-win game, win game 4. It'll be tied up 2-2, right? Go back to LA, momentum on our side. Go up 3-2, win, and then win in 6 against the Timberwolves. Obviously, bunch of pressure on Minnesota. Always win in 7 in LA again. Honestly, I think we can still win this series. It's not over. Scotty Barnes, Ernie Dick, RJ Barrett, Brendan Ingram, Jakob Pertl quickly. Toby Walters, like I said, interesting starting 5 on our hands. With Pertl quickly, Walter, Mogbo, and then Shed. I guess we'll get into a non-rotation. But I wouldn't mind stopping at the trading line, getting maybe a center upgrade. Somebody better than Jakob Pertl. Jakob Pertl is kind of mid in 2K, like really mid. So I wouldn't mind getting an upgrade there. We're going to be running that rotation. I'm going to go 10-man actually so we get Derek Queen in the rotation. That'll put him in. Then I'll now see you guys at the end of the season. We have a bunch of guys not getting playing time, so use them in the trade to get a better center. That would be nice. At the deadline, we're 33 and 18. There's 2 options I'd love to get at the trade deadline. One of the options being on the Utah Jazz, Walker Kessler. They're rebuilding. He'll be available. The second option is on the Miami Heat. They're rebuilding it. I'm going to buy out on the trade block, so almost might be easy to get one of those guys. Those are the 2 centers I want on this team. I don't want to that scores the ball. Let's play defense, rim protect, and stuff like that. So, what I'd rather have, Kessler or Bam, though? It's interesting. 18, 10, a block. We all know Bam could rim protect really nicely, though. But I'd rather have, I think, 7, 9, and 2 blocks. 53% from the field. Bam, 51%. He takes a lot more shots. I don't know. This is interesting. Bam or Kessler? I don't know. Kessler is a little cheaper, I guess. Maybe Walker Kessler if we're able to match it. So let's see. So we might have to trade Jakob Pertl in there, which I'm fine with. And $2 million. Let's see what that gives me. What happened? Get your fat ass up. I've been cut. I was just doing something. Said I'm gotta do something. I gotta. Hold on, I gotta run downstairs. I gotta get something. Back. I'm staying. This something. I bet she wanna talk to you. I had the whole thing from a mile away. Wait, what? Do that show for a minute. What? What are you making her leave? She do. Good. Not doing it back either. I know why you leave. Stop doing that to my friend, bruh. What you doing, gang? Oh, why? Yeah. Then she left the car. Yo, gonna feed you just a sec. Nah, wait. Hold on. I'll be back again. I'll be back. Okay. I'll be back one more time. This is my offer for him, obviously. So we're trading Ochai Agbaji, Jakob Pertl, Jamal Shea. We won't need him anymore. Could be a solid point guard for the Jazz, averaging 6 points. Solid efficiency, I guess. It could get better. And then this 23, I'm going to take the first round pick from Walker Kessler. They agree. Just like that. Kessler's the Raptors. We get our starting center, Derek Queen. I wanted to keep him as the backup, and we got that done. So yeah, I like how he's looking right now. So we got Barnes still as our point guard. He's actually having a really good season, averaging 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. So really good season from Scotty Barnes. Grady Dick, RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Kessler. Like I said, eventually we might have to split up Barrett and Brandon Ingram, maybe to get a more defensive-minded forwards in the building. We'll see. Quickly, I still like him off the bench just for, just not for $30 million, though. That's one thing. But who knows? He might be able to get somebody cheaper and less money. Walter Mogbo and then Derek Queen. They want to play AJ Lawson, but I'm just going to run it now in rotation. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Wemby takes home the MVP, but at the end of the season, we finished off as the #1 seed. It's just we're atop. Well, actually, we're the 1 seed in the East. We say not top, we're the 1 seed, the best team in the Eastern Conference. Hopefully, this will lead into us going far in the playoffs. So, player retirements or player stats, my bad. And about 23 from Scotty Barnes. So finally, we're seeing a glimpse of superstar Scotty Barnes. And then we had about 20 from RJ Barrett. So really season from him, 18 from Ingram, 13 from Quickly, 12 from Grady Dick, 9 from Walter. So 8 and 9, 2 Boston Kessler starting center of the future, 6 from Derek Queens, our backup center of the future. We had 4.5 from Mogbo. Bryce James got it. He averaged 0.7, 1.7. And then, all right, so we'll obviously probably shrink the rotation down to an 8-man. And then we'll see how this goes. We got Hornets. We got the Hornets round. So Melo, Miller, Flag, Bridges, Mark Williams, Nick Sivage, Robinson, Kieran Boozer, and Keon Johnson. So against the Hornets, we are gonna beat them in 6. But yes, that's nice to see beat them in 6. So now we got the Miami Heat. So now they got Tyler Hero, Will Riley. So obviously we was looking to get Bam Adebayo from them, which maybe we could have, but I like Kedge a little more probably. I think so. So Will Riley at the 2. So pretty solid team in Miami. I think we could beat them, though. We could have a deeper team. I want to start Mogbo at the 4 and bench Brandon Ingram, which is really interesting. I don't agree with this, so we're going to just not do that. We're not going to bench Brandon Ingram, so that's one thing we're probably not going to do. And then want Quickly to play a lot more minutes off the bench, like 30 minutes for Quickly, and then Walter 14, and then Bobo 22. So, all right. Game 1, we're going to take Game 2, we're going to take Game 3, we're going to take in Game 4, we're going to sweep them. Now we got Cleveland, so we got another top team in the East to go to the finals. So Garland, Mitchell, Hunter, Mobley, Allen, Tyson, Laravia, Okoro, Strus, and Dennis Shore. So they're really deep. This will be a hard team to play. It's a hard team to win against. So Walter is colder in the rotation, but we can't really go much deeper or much lower than an 8-man rotation. I guess we can subtract his minutes more, but we can't really do nothing about it. So we're going to have to keep him in rotation anyway. So game 1, going to take Game 2, Game 3, and Game 4. Wow, we are amazing right now. We're in the finals. They play Minnesota. So after what just happened tonight, we got to beat the Timberwolves, man. We got to. So Dillingham, Anthony Edwards, McDaniel, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, DiVincenzo, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, Jalen Clark, and Aizen Newell. We got to beat Minnesota now after what they did to me. They're going to take Game 1. Minnesota owns me in life, I guess, but we're going to even it up 2-2. They're up 3-2. We're going to see if we can force the Game 7 now. I want to give them a to Jaquil Wall. So I like our rotation the way it is. This will probably be a blowout win, so we're going to blowout win to force the Game 7. So 113-95. We had 27 from Quickly off the bench, 6 for 6 from 3, and 9 for 10. So Quickly has been an amazing piece off the bench for us. Now I want to see if we can go ahead and win this Game 7. So here we go. We start off really hot. The Timberwolves come back in it. They have the lead heading into the halftime. We need to come back into this game, which we're going to get blown out. Damn, bro. It could have been our chance to get a championship. Of course, we don't get it because Randall had a 33-point game. He actually came back to Minnesota after going to Philly and even have a good game. We could have took advantage of that, but I guess we're on to the offseason now. So we made the final. It's a good sign that our team is probably ready to go win it all. But I didn't want to keep the rotation relatively the same. Darko, we are going to keep him as our head coach after we just made the final. So that's obviously going to do that. We have the 28th overall pick. Take like Caden Allen. But so that's good to see. two-way Marcus Peterson. Ingram player option, he declines it, which will be interesting to see what happens there. So I think we're gonna re-sign him though either way. Everybody else will come back. Mogul and Grady Dick are two guys once. We have an important free we need to bring back. RJ Barrett is also free. I didn't even notice. So let's get started probably an RJ Barrett extension. So he wants 34 million. I would want to give him like a 3-year deal. 34 million after his average 20 points per game. So we'll do that. Mogbo doesn't want a bad contract, so I guess we can offer him this. So Jonathan Mogbo, solid 62 million, I guess. Actually, he might not be worth 62 million. Now I think about that. So we might actually take that offer away, which we might then. Brandon Ingram, does he have any good offers? He does. So we're gonna have to pay him now. So Brandon Ingram, we have to make sure we lock him up. So he is gonna choose. We offer him the most money. And AJ Lawson, but we're gonna see. I guess Mogwell contract becomes expendable now for a trade in the future, maybe. So I guess we'll end up keeping it. I think about it, but all right. So now Grady Dick, we're gonna wait to see. His value is the least on day 12. He has some offers, but none of them he's considering signing. And when he considers signing, he'll let me know so I can match it. So he has 10 offers on day 12. The Spurs and Pistons want him the most, but he's not gonna accept that offer. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna offer Gritty Dick. So can we get it to like 22 million for 3 years? If I not get it done, 22.75 million for 3 years. So can we flat rate it? Not quite. How about something like that? So we get Gritty Dick to this, which isn't bad. So I like this. So we're 12 points and then 41% from the I'll take it. And AJ Loss I don't want back, and nobody else really wants to sign it for industry signing our own guys. But yeah, Scotty Barnes going up, Kessler, Barrett, we had Greedy Dick on a new extension quickly. Jacoby Walter, Derek Queen, Mogbo, Dash Daniels is up 5 overalls, and Bryce James lost 4 overalls. So are they ready to play? Probably really soon. So obviously Dash Daniels and being 6'6", Bryce James probably isn't gonna play minutes for a lot of set. I'm not gonna do it this season, but probably next offseason if we fall short in the playoffs again. We just made the finals, so I'm not gonna change anything up. But if we fall short once again, I think we could consider trading Brandon Ingram away next offseason. Or even if we're bad to start the season off or bad at the trade deadline, we could trade him then. But I'm really intrigued by trading Brandon Ingram or RJ Barrett away. We'll see though, it's better. So power ranking lands is 6, so it's not great. Scotty Barnes, Great Dick, RJ Barrett. They want to start Mogbo, but I'm gonna start Jonathan Ingram. I almost said Brandon Ingram right away because I think it just makes more sense to do that. And anyway, I was just starting 5 last year, so I want to keep it relatively the same. Right, 9-man rotation. As I said, Ingram over Mogbo. Quickly, we'll play minutes of their 6 men, obviously. And then Derek Queen over Mogbo. He's a higher overall. And then Mogbo will be the last guy off the bench, I guess. And Jacoby Walter will get the 19 minutes. He averaged 9 points on 54% from the field and 38% from 3. So he is a good player, like I said. The Mo will be the last guy off the bench. The 10th man, we don't really have that in us right now. But like I said, maybe we trade Brandon Ingram really soon. We'll definitely see how the season is. We start off pretty mid, so maybe. Who knows? Luka Doncic wins the MVP. Last year, right back where we were last year. AJ Mitchell, most improved player, averaging 21 points, averaging 6. Yeah, so still no 6th man of the year nod for Emmanuel quickly, which he's been robbed once again. But don't worry, put the world wrong this year. We're the 1 seed again. We got Boston, so it's all about winning the championship at this point. Get into the finals and getting the job done. 24 from Barnes, 21 from Barrett. So these guys are here to stay. Ingram was 17. So we paid him a lot of money. So like I said, trade could definitely happen as soon as next year we don't win. 16 from Quickly. So yeah, should have won 6 man of the year, in my personal opinion. 15 from Grady Dick. 10 from Derek Queen with 7 rebounds and a block. 9 from Jacoby Walters. Yeah, he's getting better. Ice is kind of the same guy, kind of like a 3-and-D player that can shoot. So 7 and 10 and a block from Kessler. So we had 4 from Mogbo and 1.5 from Daniels. They're still developing in the background, obviously. They still want to start Mogbo, man, which I don't really get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a Vorsnar starter on Jonathan Mogbo so we can still have the same starting 5 and not bench Brandon. I don't think that makes much sense for us to do. So yeah, we're going to continue to start Brandon Ingram starting forward. And then, yeah, we'll see how this one goes. So we got Boston in round 1. I feel like the 6 man should be getting a lot of minutes off the bench. We're gonna do the same thing we did a lot. So Mogul minutes will go down. And Queez minutes will go down. I'm gonna give these minutes to Quickly. He'll get like 30 minutes off the bench. We'll give 200 minutes to our star point guard. So can we beat Boston? I didn't even look at their team, but they had Pritchard, White, Brown, Tatum, Porzingis, Colin Murray, Boyles, Norton Treasury, and Shake Milton, Dante Exum. But now we got Cleveland in round 2, so they have Garland, Mitchell, Tyson. So beat this team last year. Now I have Jonathan Kuminga off the bench, as well as Chris Murray. So we'll see how this goes. Game 1, we're gonna take game 2. They ended up game 3, 2-1. 3-1. We swept this team last year, but now we're gonna beat them in 6. So now we got Chicago with Luka Doncic. So you don't want to play Luka Doncic in any series, with as well as he's mixed with Dylan Harper. His teammates with Dylan Harper as well. So this front court's pretty scary. They have Peyton Watson as like small forward, Uzelis, Vucevic, Kobe White, Patrick Williams, G.G. Jackson, Jaden. So obviously it'll be a tough opponent here. So game 1. Yeah, they're gonna take even it up though. They're up 2-1. Even up to. I'm gonna simcast this game. This will be a huge game 5 or game. Oh, no, honestly, I forgot what game it was, but we're gonna go ahead and probably win this if we don't let up a lead, which we do win it. So 145 to 116, 28 from Barrett, 24 and 13 from Kessler. So yeah, really good shot from everybody. We even had a triple draw from Scotty Barnes, 15, 12, and 15. So really good. So we win game 5. And I'm going to see if we can win game 6 and beat this team in 6. We'll see what happens. In Chicago right now, we have the lead heading into the half. And we have a strong lead heading into the fourth quarter. We are going to win it. So 119 to 96, 22 from Barrett. We had about 29, 14 to 5 from Donovan. It wasn't enough to beat us. And now we're in the finals as we got either the Rockets or the Spurs, and it'll be the Spurs. So here are the Spurs looking like. So I have Igor, Castle, Vassell, Collins, Tari, Easton, Trey Mann, Christian Braun, Robert Williams. And the Rockets had a pretty solid team to be the 8th seed. So Shepard, Green, McNeely, Thompson, Şengün, Whitmore, Brooks, or Jalen Williams. And so yeah, they don't know what talent we'll have to play, but Spurs are always good with Wembanyama, obviously. We'll see how this goes. So game 1, they're going to take game 2. We ended up game 3. They're up 2-1. They're at 3-1. And okay, games now. Could we force a game 7? So game 6 in San Antonio. Divorce the game 7. Spurs take the lead back for a split second. We're having over game 7. 130 to 110. 42 from RJ Barrett. Dude, RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes have been killing it recently, especially in the playoffs, man. Wow, Scotty Barnes averaging 27, 8, and 6. We developed him to his max potential. Quickly 17, Ingram was 16, 12 from Clean, and 9 from Greedy Dick. All right, time to see if we can beat this team at 7 in Canada, Toronto. Let's see what we can do. We have the lead heading into halftime. As long as we keep this lead, which we do, we still have it. Just keep it, don't let up. We are gonna be NBA champions. So 126 to 110. What a freaking seed! What a freaking playoff seed from Scotty Barnes. If we don't win with these guys. If we don't win with these guys, man, as they win the championship, Scotty Barnes and Husband be averaging 39 and 6. So you love to see that right there. Scotty Barnes as our point guard, by the way. Worked out the video. When I went into this, I did not really think about it, but now I think about it, I think it would be solid for them to run Scotty Barnes at point guard for the future, but we'll see how that works out, obviously. So, yeah, really good reap. We didn't have to make that many moves. All we really needed to do was get Walker Kessler, a brand new starting center, obviously, a new center rotation, and then that's really, yeah, it's literally all we did. We didn't make any significant trade out of the Walker Kessler trade, so that's obviously amazing to see, but we would have moved Scotty Barnes to the small forward. He went up to a 95. It's even better to have. So if we want to ever trade for a normal starting point guard in the future, we won't be doing it. No more seasons. We can move him to small forward. And then, I don't know. See what happens after that. But, yeah, really fun one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We also got all these guys a ring, like Ingram. Bryce James also got a ring with Toronto. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Really fun rebuild. See you guys next time. Peace.